What's cracking, YouTube? Thanks for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to make a part 2 of a video that I made about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. As you can tell from the video title, it's going to be part 2 of the video I made about Tim Pool's co-host, I guess you call him, Ian Crossland. Now, why I'm making this video is, I'll explain real quick. Ian dropped an absolute bombshell. He said something on the podcast, Timcast IRL, about 2 nights ago that was absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I could not believe he said this. And I'm going to play it for you guys, so stick with me. And it just goes into the whole video that I made last time about Ian. And I'm just like, what? Wait, is this guy a genius? Is he playing us all? Like, what the hell? What is going on here? So stick with me. I'm going to play that clip for you guys, and we're going to try to figure that out. Now, before I get into that, I just want to tell you real quick the reason that I'm making this video. And so I've had a lot of comments. Somebody commented, "Oh, well, another reaction guy channel, blah blah blah. Why you hating on everybody?" So that's the furthest thing from the truth. First of all, I could be bringing you guys just updates on news, the GameStop stocks, AOC's blowing smoke up everybody's, what else do, Joe Biden's press secretary circling back every time she opens her mouth. But every channel's bringing you guys that kind of news. And who am I? Like, I'm just some knucklehead that's making video. Like, why you want to take your news from me? Why would anybody trust this news source? So, and listen, Tim Pool has 2 channels with over 1 million subscribers. His 3rd channel, Timcast IRL, is about to go over 1 million subscribers soon. Like, he's a huge YouTube presence. He's kind of I guess you could call him a cultural political icon in this day and age that we're in right now. He's one of the top political, commentator YouTube channels out there. He's growing his own thing on, timcast.com. He's getting members only, which sounds like it's exploding. I mean, this guy is building an empire. And there's a lot to talk about, and I don't come on here and I don't crap on Tim. I don't crap on E. I've made a video, I made a lot of videos about, good things people have done. Steven Crowder, Joe Rogan, Salty Cracker. If you guys don't know Salty Cracker, he's super funny political commentator on YouTube. I don't come on and just do. I think what happened was the last video, excuse me, I did of Ian had kind of, I don't know, maybe a negative connotation to it. So that's why somebody thought I was just a reaction channel shitting all over people. That's the furthest thing from the truth. And the thing about that video, this is why I'm making a part 2 is from what Ian said. But the thing is people like to talk about that stuff. For example, I'm a tiny channel here. I've got a little over 200 subscribers. I'm starting to grow. That's awesome. You guys, speaking of that, you guys are amazing. And another reason is because that video that I made, it's pushing 1,800 views, which is not a lot at all. But for a channel like mine, it's one of my top viewed videos. It had over 130 comments. Now, once again, that's not a lot of comments, but for a video with that little amount of views, with a small channel like mine, that's definitely by far the most comments I've got on any videos. Over 130 comments. I had like 45 or 50 thumbs up, 10 or 11, 12 thumbs down. But the comments were absolutely amazing. I got comments from everywhere, from people just couldn't stand Ian at all. They hated his guts. They wanted off the show. People that love Ian, they think he adds all kinds of stuff to the show, to everywhere in between. And those are the comments, guys. Like, I love that stuff. I love the interactions. People were explaining their point of view and asking me why I thought of my point. The interaction is so amazing. And I say it every time I make a video, but that's what I love about this community here, is the interaction in the comments, the motivating comments, the back and forth. There can be disagreements, but not arguments. We're not, of course, you get some haters and some people that are just going to go in there and say the meanest, horrible things because they're probably miserable and hate themselves. But for the most part, I get awesome comments, great people. It's such a great community. So before I jump any further into the Ian thing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Join me on this journey. Become a part of this amazing community, guys. I'm telling you, you guys' comments and motive, everything. You guys are the ones that keeps me going and keeps me excited and having fun and making these videos. So if you want to join this amazing community, hit that subscribe button. Join me on this journey. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the videos. And like I said, I know I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, but leave a comment. I love when you guys leave me comments. And I ask anyone that subscribes to my channel, I respond to every comment out there. I love it. That's what I do this stuff for. So you guys are awesome. Thank you. All right. So the last video I made about... So, and one more thing. I know I'm just running my mouth here, but I haven't made a video in, I think, 3 or 4 days. I had some stuff going on. So it's all coming out now. And as far as reaction channels go, like I said, Tim Pool's a huge channel right now. He's huge in the times that we're in right now as far as political commentary. And people like to talk about it. You know, go in the comment sections of any of these videos, Tim's videos or Timcast IRL. People love to talk about whether it's positive or negative, good or bad. People love to talk about it. And I figure since I watch most of Tim's segments throughout the day. I watch the Timcast IRL as much as I can at night. People love talking about it. I'm consuming all this information. I figure, why not bring it to you guys and let's throw some crazy stuff out there. There's going to be some good things they do, some bad things they do. I made a video about Tim. And the videos that I make about Tim Pool are the ones that seem to get the most views, the most engagement. So obviously people, there's something there. And it's... And listen, Tim knows that there's a lot of people out there that don't like him, and I know there's a lot of people out there. People in my comments have said, "Oh, imagine being a fan of Tim Pool." Well, I mean, like I said, I like Tim Pool. He's the one that changed my mind as far as politics go. When I didn't really know what was going on, I started watching Tim and started looking at things a little different. So I mean, I guess you say I'm a fan. I made a video where I called him out where he scaled back his support for Trump because all this stuff was going on like about a month ago, right around January 6th. It seemed like he scaled back his support for Trump and was like trying to wash his hands of it. And I made a video about that. Tim Pool scaled back his support for Trump. And so, when they do something good, we'll make a video about that. When they do something bad, we'll call him out on that. And Tim's under no illusion that everybody loves him.
There's a ton of people who hate my guts. Yeah. And probably for dumb reasons, probably for fake reasons, and many probably for legitimate reasons.
Jobs.
All right, so there you go. Tim knows that he's not loved by everyone in the world, but, I consider Tim a decent source of news. He definitely has his biases. I'm digressing. I've gone way off track here. Let's get back on to Ian. So the last video I made, it was called Tim Pool's co-host Ian. Does he add value to the Timcast IRL? I got such a wide variety of comments from each end of the spectrum and everything in between. It was absolutely amazing. And, I actually kind of changed a few people's minds about some things, and they actually changed mine in the comments, which was very, very cool. One guy happened to say that he didn't think Ian was the co-host of the show. And I said, well, yeah, it's arguable. If when Adam Krigler was on the show, it was him and Tim, Lydia, the producer pushing buttons, it was him and Tim. So Adam was the co-host. Ian slid in, took Adam's spot when Adam got the boot unfairly, in my opinion. And so it was just Tim and Ian, Lydia pushing buttons in the back, and the guests. Luke rolls in his RV, pitches a tent out in the parking lot, and becomes part of the show. But I would say Ian is kind of the co-host of the show. It's my opinion. And then the guy in the comments was like, yeah, actually, you put it that way. You're absolutely right. I agree with you. And then some people were leaving comments that changed my mind about Ian, because my perspective on Ian was that I think he's a smart guy. Like, he's the director of that app Minds, which is starting to really take off right now. He seems like a really good guy smart guy when it comes to different technologies. I watched a few of his videos on his YouTube channel. He's got his whole computer set up for when he does Twitch streaming, and he looks like a technological genius. However, when it comes to political commentary, I don't know if that's the right podcast for him, because, listen, when it comes to politics, I'm a complete moron. like I said before, I used to be, you know, for years I was a homeless junkie living on the streets. You asked me 10 years ago who the president was, I wouldn't have had a clue. Of course, you know, 5, 6 years ago, I straightened my act up, cleaned my act up, and not living that life anymore. But now, I mean, I'm starting to get more involved, started thinking for myself, and obviously, you know, I wouldn't put myself in a Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, any of the spectrum. I just try to look at things through the lens of common sense and logic. And when they're talking about something political, Ian's on a political commentary show, and he doesn't know the answers to some of these questions, and I do. Like I said, I consider myself a damn knucklehead. And I'm like, what is this guy doing on there? And even someone said in the comments of my last video, they get super frustrated. I said this before, super frustrated when he talks. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with you there. He can be super frustrating. But a lot of people were saying, well, Ian grows on you. You know, the show wouldn't be the same without him. And I kind of had to agree. The more I watched, yeah, he's frustrating. He says some crazy things. He gets right under Tim Pool's skin, that's for sure.
You know, I gotta say, it's Michael Malice, man. I learned from the best.
Yeah, but
I didn't come up with this stuff.
It's hilarious to like kick over an anthill and watch the ants scramble, kind of.
But you misunderstand.
Yeah, but he's not destroying anything.
No.
Well, you're like
hold on.
finding joy in their suffering and confusion.
Who's suffering?
These people that are answering
I
him
genuinely
to their
think
own
I genuinely
craziness.
think that Republicans are pathetic, spineless losers, and I kept it fairly vague so that it wasn't overtly descript towards a particular individual.
But like, you also made a video about it where you went deeper into it.
A video about what?
You led a video. I heard you lead a video earlier today. Republicans are spineless losers. You actually called them losers in a video.
Absolutely.
And that was a way for you to explain it. But in the tweet, it's like a vague, and people are freaking out. And
what?
Well, it seems like you enjoy watching people freak out.
I don't look at the
to vague
notifications.
tweets.
I don't go and check what people are saying, responding
I thought you
to
just
for
said
the most part.
that people you did.
For
Were you
the
just
most
talking about
part.
the response?
Yeah, it was a guy who was immediate response to me after I tweeted it was like, you know, you are clearly supporting Marjorie Taylor
It's
Greene.
so weird because I complete that doing
what?
vague tweets. I'm trying to be as specific in tweets as possible
It's
so that I
pointless.
don't confuse people.
No. It's impossible. It's literally impossible.
Did you see it? Tim was so heated. Ian just called him out on every point he could on that one. Tim was furious. Did you see his face? All right. So this kind of leads up to what I'm getting at. So my last video I made about Ian was, does he add any value to the show? People said, yeah. A lot of people said, yeah, he does. He's great. A lot of people said, no, he adds no value. Get him off the show. And you know, there's people that was like, well, he's growing on me. He's good. You know, he asks questions, pokes and prods. And I'm kind of at that spot, like, yeah, he's annoying. He's frustrating. Like, sometimes I want to rip my hair out listening to him talk. And I wish someone would say, just shut up and sit there for a minute. Other times it's like, okay, cool. You know, ask a few more questions. If you don't have the knowledge and you want to get it, ask. Cool, I get it. And it's so funny when he gets under Tim's skin. So my position on Ian is, yeah, leave him. You know, leave him. He's an interesting addition to the show. I definitely say leave him. You know, and my 2.5, 3 weeks ago, maybe I wasn't on that same page. Now but I'm about to drop the bombshell on you guys. Check out what he said the other night. And this puts everything I said in my last video, everything I said in this video in question. Like, is he just playing with all of us? Is he just messing with Tim, me, all you guys? Does he know exactly what he's doing? Listen to this. This is crazy.
It was for $5 and said, here's for Ian's contribution to Ian's rehabilitation.
Thank you, sir.
And Chris Bell says, Ian, the things you say rip out pieces of my soul. Tim, how do you deal with it? Lydia, love your face. Hit your button more so we can see that smile. Thanks, guy.
I think I know how Tim deals with it. He puts me on his show.
Yeah, because I think for the most part, me and Ian agree. You know, but when we have our disagreements, we voice those disagreements.
We're like really kind of logical and straight edge, but I play like a really wild character on this show intentionally because I think it's good to bring that crazy to the
I
table.
didn't realize you were playing a character, Ian.
Well, I'm just saying some of the most out there stuff because who else is going to say it? And
true.
people need to hear this because they need to question themselves. We're not what we
Playing,
think
or is
we
this
are.
really you?
I think
It's like
really
a
him, but
hyper exacerbated version
this
of
is-
me, a
it's his-
hyper inflated version of
He's
myself.
putting up a barrier now.
Boom. What the hell what was that? So Ian just comes out and tells everybody that he's playing a character, that he just says the most wild and outrageous things on purpose just because that's a character he's playing. What? Listen, I'm not that's insane. And then Tim was like, I didn't realize you were playing a character. That's bizarre. The reason I don't think that's true is because if you look at this chatter number 114, I don't know what this is. Some videos. It says Ian Crossland on DMT, aliens, ancient civilization, and beyond. So I'm pretty sure, and if you go watch his videos on YouTube, I'm pretty sure this is the kind of stuff that Ian's into. He likes talking about this far out stuff. He likes talking about spirituality, law of attraction, vibrations, energy, and that, like, listen, I'm into all that stuff too. I'm into the whole law of attraction and everything works on vibrations. So, and he talks about Bitcoin. Listen, I love Bitcoin. I love cryptocurrencies. I'm doing all right with them right now. So I don't mind when Ian talks about this stuff. It's just in context he talks about this stuff when it has nothing to do with the conversation. But the bomb that he just dropped when he just said, I'm just totally playing a character. I say all these outlandish things because who else is going to say it? So he's trying to make us believe that that's really not who he is. And he's just playing that to make the show more interesting, to get the drama involved in the show, to get on Tim's skin some more. Like, that is absurd that he said that. So there's either one or two reasons he said that. He's telling the truth, or he just realizes, like, that super chat was so funny. Here's a super chat to pay for Ian's rehabilitation. So, like I said, it's either he knows, either he's playing a character and that's not how he is at all, or he knows that he's completely off that's just who he is. He says the most foolish things, comes up with the most random things at the most random times, doesn't know a lot about politics, and that was just his way of trying to back out and make himself not look as foolish because of what that super chat said. So I just could not believe he said that he was playing a character on that. And you guys tell me what you think in the comments. You think Ian was playing he's playing some kind of character on this, or do you think this is his real personality? Me personally, I think it's Ian's real personality. I don't think he's playing a character. I think he was just kind of trying to make it look like he may not be quite as dumb as he seems on the show. But he doesn't seem dumb. That's the thing. He doesn't seem like he's a stupid person. It just seems like he's a scatterbrain. It seems like he's all over the map, can't focus on one certain thing that other people are talking about. That's all. So anyway, I just heard that. I thought it was crazy. I had to make a part 2 video about it just because, here I am making a video about Ian. Does he add any value to the show? Well, he's playing a character on the show. So anyway, guys, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments. That's crazy. Another thing about Ian that I might make a video on too was I think there was a little love connection on the Timcast IRL. A few days back, they had a guest on there named Eliza Blue. She's got a pretty good Survivor story. On the Timcast, her and Ian were getting a little flirty. She was staying at the compound for the weekend with the guys, and Lydia and whoever else stays there. And then she was on Timcast IRL, Adam Krigler show twice, and she happened to mention something to Adam that was kind of like, she might be a little interested. Anyway, I might make a video about that. I kind of just told you guys the scoop, but it would be cool to show you guys the context of what these people were saying from the video clips. But anyway, been running my mouth far too long. This is what happens when I don't make a video for, almost a week. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Ian just playing a character and completely pulling the wool over all of our eyes, making us think that he's one certain way and he's completely not? I'm not buying it. But I am starting to grow on, Ian's starting to grow on me a little bit. Still frustrates the hell out of me. Still makes me want to tear my hair out. But I don't think the show would be the same without him. Now, sometimes when he's not there, if they don't have enough seats or he's doing something else, I'm like, we get a break from him tonight. But I think if he wasn't there for an extended period, I think everybody would be like, where's Ian? Get Ian back on the show. We need to hear his dumb ass throwing out some stupid questions. So All right, that's just my opinion. And like I said, guys, I might make some more Tim Pool videos. I'm going to join that Timcast membership thing just so I, timcast.com membership thing, just so I can see what that's all about and bring you guys some content about, how that is, if it's worth signing up for, what they talk about. I just, like I said, the videos that I make about Tim and the crew, they seem to get the most, not just the most views, that's fine, but the most interaction, which is what I like the most. I made a video about BLM getting nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, and it didn't really, that's just crazy, insane news, and it didn't really get many views, didn't really get much, much back and forth with the which is fine. I get that. Like I said, I'm a tiny little channel here, and but I do have my subscribers that are, my community that leave the comments on most of my videos, and you guys are the best. I keep it coming, guys. Anyway, so we're going to keep going down this road, I think. We'll see where it takes us. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Join us on this journey. We got a lot to talk about. We're starting to grow. We're going to have some fun. We're going to laugh along the way, guys. All right. Till next time, I promise I won't take so long to make a video, so I won't talk forever. All right. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace.